Frozen is a great movie, but the instant change of Prince Hans from good to evil with zero build-up beforehand irks me. He seems like a great guy, and then just one scene he's like, ha, I'm actually terrible. So this take on Frozen and the character of Prince Hans has divided the internet, and I think the reason why is actually really interesting. Because on the one hand, the original poster is right. Prince Hans has met all of the genre expectations of a romantic hero. He experiences love at first sight. He takes charge of managing the disaster relief in Arendelle. He's charming and kind and empathetic. For him to suddenly then turn out to be selfish and conniving and cruel and driven purely by ambition does feel like it comes out of the blue. It is, according to the literary expectations of realism, unrealistic. But we also know that narcissists and sociopaths are certainly capable of gaslighting us for months, weeks. In this case, it was only days. Terrible men know how to be charming in order to hide their terribleness. And it is not surprising that he could hide it so well, that he could manipulate Anna this way. Psychologically, this feels very realistic. And that is why I find this discussion really interesting. Because the requirements of literary realism and psychological realism are very different. And the problem is that we use mostly the same kind of vocabulary, real, reality, realistic, to describe both. Which meant that the original poster was fighting for his life in the comments. Because when he's complaining that it's not realistic, he means that there was no foreshadowing. That the literary tropes that are associated with a deceptive character were not present in Hans. Whereas when people responded that it felt very realistic to them, they mean that Hans reminded them of people that they knew in real life. Now, I actually personally really enjoy Hans's character arc quite a lot, precisely because he's a sort of subversion of the romantic leading man of a Disney movie. He follows that Prince Charming archetype, but also reveals that if it were a real person, he probably would be pretty toxic. Or at least he is providing a sort of commentary or lens through which to look a little more critically at romantic tropes and discourses like the whole love at first sight thing. He may not be literarily realistic, but he is doing some interesting work in this story.